I like the glasses. It reminds me of what is
that? I put
that?
my name tag on. I got a name tag I can put on.
Yeah, one of those. Hello, welcome. But no, I just thought it'd be kind of cool to get your perspective on the on I don't know what we're calling it. We're calling it the quarantine, safer at home. What do you call that we're in?
What do I call it?
Oh, do you hear the sirens?
Oh, now we're gonna have like a nuclear bomb or what? It'll lighten the mood. It'll defer some of the news.
So I have questions for you, and nothing financial, so you don't have to.
This doesn't have to get compliance approved.
No. I don't think so. So here we go. I'm just gonna start. Okay. Go-to food during the safe at home order. What's the go-to food item?
Well, the go-to food in my house is always going to be tacos. I love tacos.
Tacos de canasta, tacos. Taco de chicharrón, me dijo. El taco asada. Carnitas. Guisado. Taco de canasta. Barbacoa. Pastor.
I love tacos.
That's what I like about you is you always find a way to get the tacos in.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I feel it's almost an obligation. It's a responsibility.
All right, next question. What's the most frequent? Next question. What is the most frequently used word at home these days?
The most frequently used word at home. Wow. Do I refer to the children or between Lisa and I? Probably the most frequently used. I'll rephrase your question a little bit and say the most frequently used question that we get at home lately usually comes from my little angel Abigail, and it's usually before I even get out of my vehicle once I arrive home. And that question is, Daddy, can we have a movie tonight? Being on quarantine all this time, the kids have been out of school now. I don't even remember when I think it was middle of March. So here we are, middle of April. So this is week 4 or 5 now since the kids have been out of school. And it feels a little bit like they've been on spring break for a whole month. And then this Monday was their official start of spring break. So I have to remember as a father that the children are children, and especially my precious 8-year-old Abby, and she just wants to have movie night with her daddy. So I have to give her movie night more frequently than what would ordinarily be, but that's probably the most frequent phrase in our house is, Daddy, can we have movie night?
So I guess this is not even a question I was going to ask you, but what's the best movie you've seen at home since you've been in quarantine?
Well, that's a tricky question because you have to keep in mind that when we have movie night, Daddy always gets to see the beginning of the movie, but usually falls asleep pretty quickly as the movie gets rolling. But we did, the other night, we watched Jumanji 2, which the kids really like.
I knew it. Oh, my God.
This is a whole new thing. Let me know. You got to have eyes in the back of your head.
It's an action-packed movie. There's a lot of adventure, and it's kind of a cinematronic animation thing. So it's an imaginary movie, and it's a lot of fun. I did stay awake for that whole one. And the other one that I did stay awake for the whole time, which brought back some memories to when we first became parents, is we got out the movie Cars.
Well, if you ever plan to motor west,
I bet we watched Cars 150 times, and I still love watching that movie. It's just such a lighthearted movie, a lot of fun, great message about getting to appreciate what's true in life, and I think it's a great movie.
So hold on, my dog wants to be a part of the zoo.
Hi, puppy.
Come on. I used to come over. I know, you want that. What have you learned about your family that you didn't really know before the shutdown? Something new about your family?
One thing that stands out more than anything, and truth be told, I'm actually at my office. We're considered essential. Having said that, we're not doing any face-to-face in-person meetings. We can get a lot done electronically. So I have been able to escape to my office and do a fair amount of work here. But one of the things, what I was going to say is something that I didn't know before this, or something that I've gained a truer appreciation for, is the work that and responsibility that a mother has in a family with children. My wife Lisa does so much for us, and what she does from a homemaker's perspective and a mother's perspective and a wife's perspective, and she does so many things so well. And now she's a homeschooler as well, and education is not what she was brought up to become, an educator. She is an educator, she doesn't realize it, but she's always been a great educator for me and the kids. But now it's a lot more formal, now it's a lot more structured, now it's a lot more, we've got to do certain things on certain days, and I have to hand it to her ability to adapt, and to she doesn't shy away from that responsibility, and it's heavy too. And I notice that she's tired and she needs more attention, and so we just have to try to remind each other that it's what we have. We're so blessed with the family that we have and the relationships that we have, and we have to remember this time as a time that we're growing together as a family.
And I'll ask you, this is the last question. What is the one thing you're looking forward to the most once we get back out into our normal?
Well, I'll give you a general and then a specific. The general is I'm a hugger, and I miss touching people. I miss giving the warmth and feeling that warmth. And it's, I hope, and I'm not a medical expert, everybody has their opinions, but I hope as we get through this, I hope that we discover that we don't have to be as distant as what we're being made to be right now. I hope that we can go back to feeling comfortable and to trust that we're going to be protected. So that's the general thing that I look forward to. The specific thing is that we have a new baby in the Burnett family, and our niece Gabriella was born during this COVID pandemic, and I just want to hold her, and I just want to love her, and I just want to kiss her. So I'm looking forward to meeting her.
Awesome. Well, Ed, thank you so much. You look great. Tell your family I said hey, and I miss your family immensely. So God bless, man.